Inventory is rising across the Charlotte real estate market. We've got mortgage rates that are on the rise. We've got sellers taking price decreases at what I'm seeing at record paces because things around here are very, very slow. And I'm going to share with you a headline that's going to kind of sum that up in a minute. And overall, I just think there's a lot of economic uncertainty out there right now with the Trump tariffs and how all of this is going to play out and what the Fed is going to do in June and September with rate cuts. We're just getting a lot of conflicting information and nobody really knows what's going on right now. But if you've been following my channel for any length of time, you know that I'm going to be with you and give you the truth about the Charlotte real estate market as I see it, whether things are really, really good, whether things are really, really kind of bad. And as we shift through these market cycles, I'm just going to show you exactly what's happening in Charlotte and hopefully be the resource for you to get the truth and not sugarcoat anything. Either way, just tell you what's going on. So guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Brian Taylor. I am the owner of Dreamline Realty right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now let's take it over to this headline, and this kind of sums things up. It says, sales of existing homes plunged to their slowest March pace since 2009 in warning sign for the spring housing season. Now that's exactly kind of what we are feeling right now in the Charlotte real estate market. Typically March, April, May, June, July are the busy months when things start to ramp up and buyers are out there shopping and making sales. But guys, what we're seeing right now is just a ramp up of inventory. A lot of people are putting their houses on the market. It is taking longer to get these houses sold. We're seeing a lot of price decreases, all the things that I just mentioned. So what I'm going to share with you right now is some stats from Canopy MLS to give you an idea of what is happening in the Charlotte real estate market. And then at the end, I'm going to tell you kind of where I see things going over the next 6 months or so. So let's dive in to some data here from Canopy MLS. The first thing we're going to talk about here is new listings. So this is all data for April. So the data kind of lags a little bit. So as I talk about this, I'm going to kind of intertwine what I think we're going to see as we roll through here. But this is April data. New listings were up 12.6% from April of last year, putting us at a total of 5,933 new listings. And as you can see here from over here in March was up 16.1%. And as I just mentioned, 12.6% in April. Obviously, as you look at these past months, we're much lower, but that does make sense because those are winter months where we typically see that slowdown. But keeping on the theme of listings, this is really what I want to show you right now is the inventory of homes for sale, up 29.4% in the month of April, year over year. I'm sorry, that is the wrong number, my bad. 42.2% inventory of homes for sale. That's 9,985 homes right now that are on the market. And guys, as you can see over here, just to be very clear, we have always been seeing an increase in inventory over the last several months in Charlotte, guys. But this right here is just a little bit different of a feel. And I think a lot of that is because we're seeing these homes come on the market. And as I said, this is lagging data by about 30 to 45 days. And we're just seeing homes sit longer. We have listings on our own firm here that would have been under contract and sold, 90 days ago. But it's just a different feel right now. Things are just taking longer to sell. So if you're a seller watching this video and you're thinking about selling your home, be prepared for a little bit longer of time frame on the market. That's just kind of where we are right now for sure. But let's go back over here and I want to show you guys the months of supply. So this is where we're really starting to see where that ramp up of inventory is affecting the months of supply. So we're up 40% since last year in months of supply, where we sit at 2.8 months right now. So what that basically means is if no other houses came on the market at all, it would take roughly just under 3 months for everything on the market to sell. Now, what's interesting about that is last year in April 2024, we were at 2 months of supply. So we are really ramping up that time frame. And if I was a betting man, we're going to probably see this number continue to rise. And guys, if you're a buyer out there, you have a lot more choices right now. There are deals to be made out there right now if you're in the market to buy. I never will tell you that it's ever a great time to buy a house. It all comes down to your personal situation. But if you are a buyer out there looking to make a move, you can get a good deal on a property if it's been on the market for 30 to 60 days. These sellers right now, guys, are ready to negotiate. They don't want to be on the market any longer than they absolutely have to. So with that said, guys, let me take you over here and show you days on the market. That is currently an increase of 27% from a year ago, currently sitting at 47 days on the market. Last year at this time, days on the market was 37. So we're seeing that increase there. Like I said, as we continue to go through these months where things are looking to be a little bit slower, we're going to see that number continue to rise. A couple interesting stats I want to share with you is, and I don't really like the averages. I've done these reports for you guys before. I don't really like the averages, but guys, we've got to look at these numbers. The average list price was up 8.3% from last year. I even hate to say this, guys, but the average list price in the Charlotte market was $590,966. Just last March, though, just 30 days ago, and in February, look at this, 547, 369, and 536, 688. But you go back over this time frame. Some of these months were at 489, 346 for an average list price. So that is just an indication of not necessarily, I would say, home price appreciation, but what we are seeing, though, I will say this, we are seeing actually the higher priced markets, like stuff over $1 million in certain areas, those properties are actually selling quicker than properties that are priced in the $500,000 to $700,000 range. So that could be an indication of what that is alluding to. When we go and look at average sales price, also an increase of 4.5% from last year, putting the average sales price in Charlotte at $522,142. Look at following that same thing. You go back to like October, 488, December, 475, and it's just a gradual increase. In March of 30 days ago, right? 507,001. Now we're at 522. It's absolutely crazy, but I don't expect that stuff to continue, and I'll tell you why when I tell you what I expect to see here over the next 6 months. So median sales price, this is the one that I really like to pay attention to because I think this gives us the best idea of really kind of where things go. Only up 2.3% since last year, sitting at $399,250 for the median sales price. That one here has also risen, as you can see back in January, we're at $380, going up to $394 in March. Now we're up to, like I said, $399,250. So anyway, guys, those are just some simple stats here for the Charlotte area. Wanted to share those with you for the month of April. And so, guys, here's where I see this heading over the next little bit. I believe we are going to see a slight correction here in the Charlotte market. I think we're going to see home prices level off. And I would not be surprised if we get into the months of June and July, especially if we kind of see things still staying on the very slow side. I think we're going to see year-over-year home price appreciation with a negative number in there. I really believe that's going to happen. But I don't see any major crash or anything like that, a small correction. Now, with that said, I don't think the Fed is going to do anything with interest rates until probably the fall months. And speaking of interest rates, let's go over here real quick. I want to share this with you. And as of today, interest rates are back up to, call it 7% for all it's worth, guys. 6.99%. So, we'll have to see what happens with this. Again, the Fed is really super on hold right now, trying to figure out what all this tariff chatter and stuff is going to mean for inflation. That's probably another video for another time. But I don't see the Fed making any moves really till September. Some people are predicting 2 rate cuts at the end of the year. Some people are still predicting none. All of this economic data that comes out every month is going to dictate what moves the Fed makes. So anyway, Point being, I think we're going to see the reduction here in home values as we cruise along through the end of 2025. I do think we're going to see the Fed make a couple cuts. I really believe interest rates are going to come down a little bit by the end of the year, but I don't think we're going to see anything drastic at all. But guys, I am here to bring you all of the news as I see it, all the market updates, so you guys are informed to help make better decisions, whether you're looking to buy or sell, or just figure out what the heck is really happening out there in the market. So guys, if you need my help in your home search now or 2 years down the road, or whatever the case may be, or if you just have general questions and want to talk about whatever, right? Right there's my phone number. Scan that QR code if you want to. There's also a link in the description, or go to that website at smoothmovecall.com. All of those avenues are going to take you right to my calendar. Hop on a call with me. We can talk about your situation or whatever's on your mind, and I'll help you out the best that I can. But guys, I appreciate you watching my videos. If you like this content, like, subscribe, drop a comment down below if you think I'm right, if you think I'm wrong. What do you think? I just told you what I think. Those are only my opinions, but I gotta believe I'm probably pretty darn close. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my video today. And as always, make it a great day.